Hello guys and welcome to another episode of the Rise with Red Bull Leipzig. Now, we've got a few games to update you on today, then we're going to talk about the transfers we've done in the 2-month long winter break. January transfer window is just closed, we're into February, we're ready to start the second half of the season again, and we're about to play a live comm game as well. So first up, let's talk about the games that we have played before I updated you last, and we will talk about them in small detail. So here are the games that we have played. The last game we played before we showed you was Wehen. We drew 1-1 away. They are newly promoted and we scored a 90th minute fortunate equaliser. We didn't deserve anything out of that. Then we played St. Pauli at home. Zach Clough got a double. He's doing really well in his debut season with us. Marcel Sabitzer, subject of a lot of interest in the transfer window, still at the club, but a lot of players wanted him. We won that game. We then lost at home to Union Berlin in a game that was very disappointing where we were 1-0 up. We went away to Nuremberg and got a good 4-2 away win. Zach Clough again at the double, Sabitzer again on the score sheet. Then a massive 5-4. Tons of goals galore in that game away to Duisburg. We actually scored some good goals in that game. Sabitzer getting one, Selke, Brand and Clough getting a double again. It was very back and forth that game. 2 disappointing results. Against Sandhausen at home 4-4. That is embarrassing. We should not be losing to them. Not by that margin, not at home. They embarrassed us. We should be thumping them. An unlucky match next though. It was disappointing but it was very unlucky. In the cup, I think it was the last 8 possibly. We lost 1-0 away to Hamburg. They are in the league above us. They were clear favourites and we just couldn't really do anything. We didn't play badly. We were on the back foot. We kept down to 1 goal conceded after conceding 9 in our last 2 prior to that. We were unfortunate. We just couldn't do much when it meant going forward and attacking their goal. Back to league business and we beat Kaiserslautern 2-1 away. Sabitzer again, what a key player he is. Lots of bids for him in the window that I turned down. He wasn't happy but he's decided to stay. Zach Clough again on the score sheet. So that wrapped it up in terms of prior to the winter break, and then we went into a 2-month break where we played 3 friendlies against Greuther Fürth, Poulsen and Clough getting goals in that game, Rostock, Kirchhoff getting in a goal in that game, and Norderstedt, we drew 0-0 away to them. So, transfers during the winter break were done. We decided to send back Kelechi Iheanacho. I know he's a fantastic player, I know he's a goal scorer, but we've got goal scorers that really are doing well in Davy Selke, in Zach Clough, and the returning from injury, Jurari Poulsen. He was injured hell of a lot. We also sent back Julian Green, he wasn't happy. And we brought in Josh Kimmich, the former RBL player, on loan from Bayern. John Brooks, a player that I would love to sign on a permanent deal. We've got him on loan from Paris Saint-Germain. Eric Durm comes in on loan from Dortmund. And we signed a goalkeeper, Koen Casteels. And the reason we signed a goalkeeper is because Bartolomej Dragowski, he is going to be the best goalkeeper in the world on this game in my opinion. A hot prospect, a real talent, but he's very young and so much pressure is on him at the age of, I think he's 19 now. He was 18 when I signed him and threw him in. But we needed a more experienced goalkeeper and that's a cheap option, Koen Casteels. Now in terms of sales, we had players going out. Damien Burkhardt went to Hoffenheim, Kevin Bench went to Bayern, Stefan Burry went to Dortmund, Kevin Wunderlich went to Hamburg, and Peter Galacci went to Nottingham Forest. Now, 4 of those were players that came through my youth academy regen intake day. The worst thing about Germany, in my opinion, is that players under the age of 18 cannot play until they hit 18. Now, granted, 3 out of those 4 regens would not have played. Burkhardt, Burry, and Wunderlich, not that great. Kevin Bench looked really decent, and Bayern basically offered 2 million and a percentage of the sell-on fee. I couldn't turn it down, and really I was going to be waiting another season and a half or so to see him play in the colours of RBL. So it wasn't really viable waiting all that time, and I took the money. And basically, guys, we spent what we sold. Spent 13.42 million and took in 12.36 million. Not bad business overall. So here is the league so far. We sit in 6th position, 19 games played. We're about to play Dresden, who recently came up, so they're 17th. We really do expect to beat them. A victory for us will push us up to joint 3rd with Dusseldorf and put us only 2 points behind top with 14 games remaining at that point. As you can see, Zach Clough, top goal scorer in the league, 6 million, the biggest record signing for Red Bull Leipzig in the club's history, doing very well. Marcel Sabitzer also doing very well with a 7.44 average, and Davy Selke, the defensive forward, 7 assists so far this season, put him 2nd in the charts. So here we are, guys, about to play the live-com game. Now here is how we are lining up. Eric Durm, left back, new loan signing. Also new loan signing John Brooks as a defender at centre half, playing alongside the captain Jan Kirchhoff. Hopefully he can stay fit. Klosterman, a very great talent, good at centre half, better at centre half than right back, but Tiegler, who's on the bench, has been struggling at right back. Kimmich comes in for his debut. Asia taking a little rest on the bench. Kaiser, the former captain, good player, signed a new contract this season. Jurari Poulsen on the left as an inside forward. The reason he's playing there is because Clough is in sensational form and I can't drop him, whereas Selke is arguably our best player in terms of ability, and he's a player that I look to focus this save around when I first started it. Sabitzer, probably one of our best players on the right also. It's either Jurari plays on the left or he's on the bench, and Julian Brand would come and play. In goals is Cohen Castile, comes in for his debut. On the bench for us, Joris Okori. He struggled a bit actually. He's known as a beast on the game, or formerly prior to his bad injury last season in the real football world. Greg Tiegler on the bench. Rani Khedira, he's unhappy. He's going to leave at the end of the season, which is disappointing. On FM15, big time player for me. Just hasn't been a regular in the team, and I'm going to be disappointed to lose out on money with him leaving on a free. I think he will. Massimo Bruno on the bench, talented player, made of glass. Julian Brand, quality talent, but would cost far too much to bring in on a permanent deal. And the striker on the bench is Federico Palacios Martinez. The opposition, Dynamo Dresden, they line up a 4-2-1, 2 wide, 1 up top. Former players of ours, Marvin Komper at centre half and Niels Kwasner. Decent player him, got good attributes, and I've got a sell-on clause for him because he's good. I had to sell him because he was never going to get a game, but he is more than capable of playing in any team in this league. So here we are, ready to play the game, guys. Now I have told them passionately that I expect a victory for them. As expected, Jurari Poulsen, he's been a bit down in the dumps recently. He's looking switched off. He's not long back from a 9-10 month layoff with a bad cruciate injury. So he's come back. He's in a bit of a huff because I was interested with him and I'm not letting him go. If I don't get promoted, he will go because he deserves to play at a higher level. Hopefully he can get out of this bad mood and get back to banging the goals in, where he got 21 and 29 last season before getting a very bad injury. Come on lads, let's get 3 points. So we're playing a controlling game here. That's our system and we're quite a flexible shape. As you can see, I've got the match stats on the left. That's going to tell me really everything I need to know regarding what is going on that I can't see in terms of the moments that I'm playing in. I play on extended moments. I don't play on key because that is usually just goals. Sabitzer plays it forward to Clough and the goalkeeper gets it away. Kaiser picks up the ball deep. Durm plays a great ball to Clough. Clough's through. Clough misses. Not like him this season. He usually buries those sort of chances. Does Zach Clough. Real good player on FM this year. Seen a few sign him. He was pretty decent last year, but I hadn't used him until this year. You know, he's 21 and he really does remind me of on FM12 Adam Campbell, to be honest. Short corner. Comes in from Clough. Kimmich goes for the shot and it is blocked. Nearly a debut strike and goal for Josh Kimmich. Second debut, former RBL player, Poached by Bayern Munich. Real good player on the game, got great attributes. Sinan Tekerci into Kwasner. Danger man, we know all about him, our former player. Puts it in, and Dino Dresden, Justin Ehlers, puts them 1-0 up. You know, this is just like us, you know that. We concede far too many goals. For a defence like ourselves, with the quality of defenders we have, Klosterman, Kirchhoff, Brooks, Durn, Casteels, experienced players, and they concede goals far, far too easy. This happened last season, happened again this season. I'm really unsure how to solve that problem because I've got good players in defence, but we seem to concede far too many goals. One of the worst defences in the league last season. Sabitzer through, puts it wide. So we're kind of controlling the game really in terms of 56% possession. We have 6 shots to 1 so far. I'm just going to make a substitute here. Another man made of glass. This is why I was worried about making Jan Kirchhoff the captain. So I'm unsure whether to put Klosterman centre half. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. He's not had a good opening 30 minutes at right back, and we'll bring Tiegler, a more attacking fullback, on. We'll put him complete wing back and we'll bring him on. He's more attacking, he likes to get down that wing more, whereas Klosterman, he's naturally a right back but he's very defensive minded. That's why I don't mind playing him centre half sometimes. Well, most of the season in fact. He does have the attributes for it. 2 shots on target by us, 1 on target by them, and that is their goal. 1 shot all game by Dresden. We need to get a win here. They are 17th. This is the type of games you need to win if you want to win the league or certainly get promoted. Brooks, the ball playing defender, plays it wide to Yerari. Lacking confidence, in a bit of a grump him, we need to see more of him. Sabitzer outright, puts in Clough, unlucky by Clough. Yerari! That was a big chance for Yerari. Last season on confidence he'd be burying them. 8 shots, 4 on target for ourselves, 9 shots now, 1 block, 2 clear-cut chances, 53% possession. We may have to do something at half-time, tweak it about. As you see up there by Manfred Dubsky, giving me a little notification on the side that Lucas Klosterman is struggling at centre-half as he was at right back. So we may have to take him off at half-time and have a look and bring on Jorez Okori, probably. Sabitzer, the key player in our squad. Kimmich puts in, and Yerari posted again. Look at the stats. We're dominating this game. And Eric Durm puts it wide. You know, we are controlling this game. I'm really peed off. Where's your passion? And I'm actually going to go for it. I don't often go attacking. I like to play counter or I like to play control. So we're going to go attacking. So dribble less, look for the overflat, and we will leave that there. We'll push a little higher up. Tempo can be quicker, and we'll be a little bit tighter in the marking. And that is about it for that. Klosterman's struggling, so I'm going to bring him off. I'm going to bring Jorez Okori on. Midfield need to do a little bit more, need them to make a bit of difference. And again, Yerari Paulsen looks switched off and looks frustrated with his body language. Honestly, he was such a key player last season. He's just winding me up this season. If he wants to go in the next window, I'm going to let him go. I don't like players like this in my squad. Before the interest, he was real good. Stood by him through a 10-month injury, comes back and looks like he wants to leave. Absolute joke. He's 6.4. I'm going to haul him off shortly. Julian Brand hopefully can come on, make an impact, the young wonder kid. Tiegler punts it long to Clough. We're going to make a little bit of a team talk here. And I want to assertively demand more from the team. Sabitzer crosses it in, and the goalkeeper of Dresden picks it up with ease. Really disappointing so far, considering how much we have controlled this game. But again, it just shows, just like real football, stats don't mean it all. Some people look too much into stats. It's goals what counts, as you know. As much as you dominate, if you can't stick the ball in the back of the net, you don't win games, unfortunately. Clough is through. He's been quiet this game. Usually he's very much involved. Sabitzer in. Selka, he also hasn't been involved considering we've had 12 shots. Very disappointing. I'm going to make a sub. And I think we're going to bring on Julian Brand for Youssef Poulsen. Confirm, give team talk, passionate, I'm looking at you to make a difference. And he looked switched off. Just what we need, eh? Come on, young man, show confidence in you. Kimmich picks up the ball. This is a poor game for all the debut boys. We should be absolute controlling this game with their experience. And Casteels picks up the ball from Ehlers again, who looked to get his second goal there. This is disappointing. 33 minutes left. 1-0 down at home at the Red Bull Arena against Dresden, who are sitting 17th in the league. And Davy Selke puts over from about 6 yards out. Brand puts it in. Comes to nothing. Kwasner picks it up very deep, the striker. And he is through the former Red Bull Leipzig man, and he puts it straight into the hands of Cohen Casteels, thankfully. Looks to play it long, but it goes away from that moment. Dresden with the ball in the middle. Durham seems to give it away quite easily. Kwasner and puts it over. Just can't believe we're losing to a team that are sitting 17th in the league, and yet we're a team expected to be challenging for German second division honours. And we're struggling this badly. Sabitzer looks to beat his man to pace, and he can't do it. 24 minutes remaining in this German Bundesliga second division match. A match that I probably got a little bit complacent and expected to win rather easily. And their player puts over. I'll give another team talk. Passionately, I want them to push forward. We need a goal. We cannot come out of this with no points. This is so disappointing. "14 minutes remaining, 15 shots, only 5 on target, too many, 7 off target, 3 clear-cut chances, and now the possession has swung back. Well, I say swung back, swung in Dresden's favour for the first time. And we just don't look like scoring, and Okori has been skinned by Kwasner real easily. And you would think this club, the way they're playing, they'd be up near the top end of the table, but this is dreadful. Julian Brand cuts in as the inside forward, does what the inside forward does and shoots. You can't blame the lad for trying, but that was dismal. Savitzer crosses it in, and Davy Selke heads it wide of goal. A game of frustration, guys. So many shots, so little quality. And this is why we never got promoted last season. Although we got pipped to the second automatic position last year by one individual goal. But this is just not good enough. Davy Selke straight into the opposing goalkeeper's hands. And he will probably look to slow it down now. I'm so disappointed in this match. Really poor. Julian Brand, and it gets blocked and away. Kimmich on the edge of the area. Kaiser. Durham out on the left. Sabitzer. Coming to nothing as it stands. And nothing. Kaiser again. Kimmich. We're playing the ball back. Tigle wide. Sabitzer in space. Loads of space. And Brand can do nothing with it. That was a half chance. Davy Selke offside. I just cannot believe we have lost this game. Very disappointing. And I'll be honest, guys, this is halfway through the second season with Red Bull Leipzig. This is the most I've played FM16. I haven't actually completed a second season, and I can't say that I've cracked the tactics Yeah, honestly, I haven't. I'm prone to chopping and changing. This is so poor. Very, very poor. So there you have it. 6th in the league. 6 points off top. We lost our 4th game in 20. It's not bad, you know. We have won 8. We have drawn 8. We've only lost 4. The team at the top have only lost 4. But they've won more than us. The disappointing thing is, look at Dresden. They were joint rock bottom. Only surviving above St. Pauli on goal difference. And we just lost at the Red Bull Arena after a game that we should be banking on. And all 3 new loan signings, Brooks, Durham, Kimmich, all got booked. A bad day at the office. Anyway guys, that's been frustrating end to the episode. Thanks for checking out the Rise. We will plough on. 14 games remaining. Hopefully we can push up by the time we come back to you. This is the Rise. I've been James. Like the video. Stay subscribed. Invite your granny. I'll see you again soon.